The worst thing you've ever seen on the internet, I'm about to show you, okay? Please, everybody, please buckle in. You guys ready? Am I the asshole for asking my wife to respect my title as a pilot? I need the opinions of AV geeks and pilots on a matter involving my wife. I am completely serious and I need help. My wife and I, together for 5 years, married for 2, no kids, have an amazing, happy relationship. I can't recall a single time we've ever argued to the point of a breakup or divorce. This issue, however, is causing me to reconsider the health of our relationship. Since my wife and I have been together, I have worked as a manager for a restaurant chain. I'm an extremely passionate aviation enthusiast in my free time. I have spent thousands of dollars on flight textbooks, sim gear, and I've even built my own A330 setup. Now, I've never actually flown a plane or started flight training, but I have considered it for a long time. Even though my skills are not a career, I still consider myself as adept or possibly more knowledgeable than the average pilot. That being said, here's where the problem arises. My wife and I were invited to one of her male coworkers' house for a barbecue. My wife is a senior software tech for a COVID startup. She worked there since 2020, a lucky catch after she was laid off from her previous job due to the virus. It was my first time meeting many of her now close coworkers due to COVID and working from home. I had assumed she'd talked about me before, but as we were cycling through introductions, I became less sure. We make our way down the line to the host of the party, a new male hire that she has grown platonically close with. We exchange casual conversation, and Greg, the host, asked what I do for a living. My wife chimes in with, he manages a insert fast food chain. It certainly comes with some benefits. I'm assuming she's referring to free food. In a voice that implied nothing was wrong with what she said, I very quickly corrected her and told him that I am a pilot. My wife already knows how insecure I am about my job and how much I'd rather be introduced by my hobby. I've earned the title of pilot through my 500 plus hours on sim and thousands of dollars put into my craft. I think it is incredibly disrespectful for her to not acknowledge my skills and training. Just because I don't have the title of a pilot on an overpriced piece of paper doesn't mean I'm not a pilot. I laughed it off with Greg, and I told him under my breath that my wife was often forgetful, which I'm sure he's realized just from working with her. He seemed to brush it off casually. At this point, I'm fuming, but I don't go much farther than exchanging some nasty glances at my wife for the rest of the night. As we pack into the car to leave, the argument starts. She feels as if I don't deserve my title as a pilot because I'm not a professional. I told her she is completely insensitive to the work I've done and she will never understand what it's like to study so much. She's currently on the couch as I type this. Am I really the asshole for just asking to be respected? Okay, chat, let's be clear. Everything on the internet is fake, okay? Everything. Especially if it's on Reddit, especially if it's on 4chan, okay? However, the audacity, dude. The audacity to say that your senior software tech wife doesn't know what it's like to study. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, bro. That's crazy to me that someone could have so little self-awareness. That's insane. Thank God, chat. Every day, thank God that you are not that guy. Here's the thing, chat. It's fine if you're like embarrassed about like your main job being like you work in like a McDonald's, but like you don't lie to people. You don't go around like telling people I'm a pilot. Like you can't do that. Like you can tell your partner, hey, don't introduce me that way. Just say I work in hospitality or something. Say that I work from home or something like that. You can do that. That's fine. And then you can be like, oh, dude, and then you can spend that time talking about your hobby. Be like, oh, I just work in some stupid fucking retail job. But my fucking dream is to be a pilot, dude. I've put so many hours in. Did you know that, like, in order to make the yeehaw go where, you have to do this? Do you just talk about what you want to talk about? Like, you don't have to be like, no, I'm a pilot. My wife is a little dumb and forgets things sometimes. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. God, dude. So weird.